ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 562. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And of course, as always, we are joined by a man who's got a mushroom-shaped penis, Wombat.
It's me, the penis man.
No, you're supposed to be Toad.
I know, but...
And I messed it up, too, because it wasn't mushroom-shaped penis. I was supposed to say freakishly large mushroom head.
That's okay. I mean, I have all of those things, so whatever.
Penis.
Penis. I hope everyone likes that word.
Yep.
Because I think you're going to hear a lot of it tonight.
Because Shipwreck's not here to reel us in.
That is true. Shipwreck is not with us this evening. He will hopefully be back next week.
He's busy.
But yes, he has, other things.
He has a life.
Yeah, I don't, so I'm here.
Right. He has other things to do besides get us to stop talking about penis.
Penis. We good?
Well, you did start off the show last week talking about penis.
I did. And this week. So, it's what the show's about now.
No.
Isn't that what the C stands for in Cheap Ass Gamer?
No. Cheap, You just said it.
You
answered your own question.
I guess I ruined my own joke there, didn't I?
Shipwreck, come back. We're falling apart.
Oh, what's going on in your life? Did you break the fast?
I didn't start the fast, so I literally broke the fast.
For those who are not aware, we're recording this show the night Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish calendar, has ended. Cheapy and I are both Jewish by birth. By practice is a different story. And
you don't practice. Hold on. Whoa. Stop the clock.
What?
What other Jewish things are you doing throughout the year besides not eating on this day?
I fast on Yom Kippur.
Okay.
I do a Seder, sometimes 2 every year.
Okay.
And I go to bar mitzvahs of my relatives.
That does not count because you don't have to be Jewish to go to a bar mitzvah.
No, you don't have to be. My kids had the moil. They did that whole thing.
No. Okay, so the answer was, for people keeping score, was fast on Yom Kippur.
And a Seder on Rosh Hashanah.
On Rosh Hashanah.
Those are the two.
And
Hanukkah. We do the Hanukkah.
Okay, whatever. You give out
We light the menorah and say the prayers for Hanukkah too.
And you
so 3 out of the 4 major holidays.
Okay.
We celebrate.
So I do the Seder. I go to the Seder at my aunt's house. I do not fast because that's crazy talk. I do Hanukkah. So
I do Hanukkah.
Of course, yeah. I like gifts. We like giving gifts. I like lights. It's a festival of lights.
So you're saying that I'm just one holiday ahead of you,
right? Don't set yourself up as you're like the real Jew.
I was actually grouping us both in together in that statement.
Okay.
But,
okay, that's better.
But you kind of took it personally. It's just you, and I just kind of rolled with it.
I mean, I knew that we were basically both. Like,
I said we're both Jewish by birth. I said we are both.
Okay, I felt like you were okay. We've sorted this out.
I wasn't singling you out. I was saying the two of us.
We've solved this problem.
Yes, but that's okay. It's fine.
Good.
You are a fine Jewish man.
Thank you. Oh. And meanwhile,
but I fasted. I started fasting last night, probably around 6:30 after we ate dinner, and I made it the whole day. No food. No drinks, no coffee, no water. It's the no water that's a lot worse than the no food because you get such a headache.
Of course, it's a building block of life. You can't not have water.
I was like, I wanted to kill everybody by the time we got to my brother's house. And I walked in and he had the traditional Jewish food is bagels. And he had as his hors d'oeuvre, he had out like a big tray of bagel chips with this amazing spinach dip. Now, for all I know, the spinach dip may have tasted like cardboard, but when you haven't eaten for 24 hours, it was the best spinach dip I ever had. So I just dove right into that. It was pretty amazing. Right. And then there were the real bagels with the smoked salmon and the cream cheeses of the world.
Yeah, so I had the traditional dinner too. I went to my aunt's house and had the traditional breaking of the fast. The difference is I had tonkatsu for lunch and like some yogurt for breakfast.
See, I didn't have those 2 other things.
Those were good. See, you're really only just like 2 meals ahead of me in terms of being Jewish.
Oh yeah, totally.
2 meals.
But yes. The funny thing is I was home with Sabrina all day, and she walks out of her room at 4:30, a half hour before we're going to leave for my brother's house. She goes, "I never had lunch today." Because I never went in and offered her food because it just wasn't on my plate, so to speak.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I guess I could have fed you.
Right. You don't have to
Oops.
suffer for my weird reason for not eating today.
Congratulations, you fasted.
Right. I honked at some Jews today because they were blocking the street by out front of their temple. People still have to use the roads. Just because it's Yom Kippur doesn't mean that you can just stand in the road. Right?
Theoretically.
I mean, it's like I get it's an important holiday, but you can't. You can't just start parking wherever you want and walking wherever you want in the road. Still have to follow the rules, Wombat.
Maybe you do. I never follow the rules.
Okay, except when it comes to fasting.
So when it comes to fasting, then I'm like all the rules
For some reason.
For some reason, no one in my family understands it.
Right,
but I do it.
I don't
and
understand.
they're like, really? You did it? I'm like, yeah, I did the whole thing.
I think it's like it's something that you can accomplish, and you can do it because you've done it. You have a track record.
I do it. I've been doing it every year for like, how old am I now? About 20 some odd years now, which is crazy.
Can't stop now.
No. So the good thing is all my sins are absolved. So, all the people I murdered last year, clean slate.
What if you commit a sin to now?
I need to make it to the next Yom Kippur and fast.
And then do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now
So
is
you're
like
good
the
to
time you don't want to commit any sins. But when you do want to commit a sins is a year ago, is the next year on like the Monday before.
Right, like 2 days ago.
That's like, oh, I'm gonna go kill some prostitutes. That's the day to do it.
Okay. I went to a hockey game.
I've done that.
I went to a hockey game this weekend.
Cool. How was it?
It was all right. I don't know. It's so sad now just to go to Nassau Coliseum and remember when it was a normal hockey arena. I actually like the arena as a hockey place now, but it's only 13,000 seats, and you can't have a professional NHL team. You're like 6,000 seats short, I think.
What was it before?
It was their home. Don't you remember Nassau Coliseum?
I know. I'm saying, but was it always 13,000?
No,
seats?
I think it was 19,000 or something.
Oh, okay. That was the question. Like, I know that. Yes, I saw.
They renovated it, but they lost a lot of seats during the renovation.
Yeah, that was my question.
I haven't done a lot of research on this, but my guess was like one of the big complaints about Nassau Coliseum was it was very narrow in the concourse area when you're outside of the actual arena. So it was just jam packed with people every time between periods and after and before games. So their solution to that was instead of making a new stadium, which is what the Islanders wanted, the Islanders left because they couldn't come to some deal. And then they said, all right, we'll just renovate the stadium. But they didn't really want to renovate the stadium. They just wanted to like throw a coat of paint on it. So they just took out a lot of seats. So if you remove like 35% of the capacity of the arena, that fixes the congestion problem in theory. And you don't have to like rebuild the whole fucking thing. But meanwhile, it was still like pretty crowded anyway. So they're not, they're playing a bunch of regular season games, like 10 or 20.
Yeah, we were looking at what the best game to go is during the regular season.
But it's so expensive during the regular season. This was an exhibition game. It was dirt cheap. In fact, I saw a CAGcast fan at the game who I recognized from Long Island Retro.
Oh, nice.
Just walking
That's
through the
cool.
So we waved and talked to each other for a minute. But because it's so cheap. I mean, you can't like... It was a no-brainer to go and take the family. It was, I don't know, it was like $20 a ticket or something like that. And now I'm sure it's ridiculous for the regular season. I remember looking and thinking and just laughing.
A coworker of mine had a date this week and found out that the date was into video games and name dropped our show and me. And the date had heard of us and was a fan.
Wow. I don't believe it. That sounds fake.
I didn't believe it either, but that's what I was told, and I'm running with the story.
All right. I remember like we did a survey, and the percentage of women that listened to the show was extremely low, as you would expect it.
I didn't say a woman.
Oh.
Oh, now who feels stupid?
No, I don't feel that stupid.
No, you shouldn't.
What else? Oh, a question from at JC. What is it?
JJ 108.
He wants to hear my review of the Upright Go, that thing that you put on your back that's supposed to correct your posture.
And?
I will give you a very brief review.
Okay.
This is actually, if you have bad posture, you should definitely listen because I'm going to give this thing a positive review.
I don't have good posture.
It does exactly what it advertises. It's a small little light box that you put on anywhere on your upper back. You sync it with your phone, and anytime that you bend over and you're slouching, it will vibrate, which is pretty much what you want it to do. And this works well if you sit at a desk all day. And you can feel when you hunch over. You think you can feel when you hunch over, right? And you like try to correct yourself. The reality is you probably have hunched over like way before you think you actually have. Because I tried this at my desk to see what it was like. And yeah, thing was going off. And it's very useful. And the idea is you do this in training mode and it's vibrating you and your stomach muscles and stuff are getting stronger. The muscles that you're not using that you should be using to support yourself are getting used every time you're getting buzzed, and eventually you don't need the thing anymore. And it has you on a schedule and everything, so it's pretty cool. And it was like $80, I think. It's called the Upright Go. If you're a tall guy or gal, I would highly recommend it because I know how hard it is to stand just to be upright. Dealing with all these short asses all the time. No, I mean, just being tall, you have a lot of issues. And this is definitely one of them. Yoga is good for that too. But I would recommend this thing. And it's not a big investment. Right, Wombat?
Right.
Are you going to get it?
No.
You don't want to stick? Maybe you can borrow mine.
There you go. I'll borrow yours.
Stick it right on your hairy neck.
I don't have a hairy... What is this hairy neck?
I do.
Well, that I can't help you with.
You could help me if you shave me down.
That's true. I mean, if you'd like me to shave your neck for you, I would do that for you.
My friend once tried to wax my back. He didn't
That's
get
not
that.
A friend.
He was he did it because he thought it would be funny, and he was right. It was very funny, but he didn't get that far because it's crazy. I got too much hair.
Mm-hmm.